Hello, hi. Welcome to Mindshift Talks with Sayyid Arif. Today we have a special guest, Vijendran. He is from Tamil Nadu, India, a highly qualified mechanical engineer and life coach with an expertise in parenting, parents, and relationship. Hi, Vijendra. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, Syed. Good evening. As usual, doing well. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Great, great. It's a pleasure and it's a great privilege to be in your show, Mindshift Talks show today. It's a great privilege for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's a privilege and honor for me that I have invited you on this show and you have come on this show. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So Vijendra, tell us about yourself and your career.
Yeah, I'm a mechanical engineer and MBA finance. And I have almost 32 years of service behind me. And I belong to Tamil Nadu state of India. And I have been in almost all the parts of India and some places overseas also during my last 30 years period.
Okay, that's wonderful. So you have so much experience, like international experience as well as domestic experience, Indian experience as well as international experience. So you are one of the most qualified person.
I am still a learner.
Yeah, yeah. Life is all about learning new things.
Sure.
Yeah. So please tell us about corporate communication. How is it important for a person to grow up in a corporate ladder?
Yeah, it is like, to be honest, my career, I started in the age of 11 as a newspaper delivery boy,
Wow.
When I was in my 6th standard. Being the only son to my parents, I had to support them. They were running a news agency way back in 1981. And for 20 years, my mother was running in her name. So I used to get up early at 3:45 a.m. in the morning and go and collect the newspapers, prominent newspapers and magazines, and then, distribute it to 300, 400 residences, in and around our village. And then come back at 7 o'clock, pack up my bags, prepare myself and pack up my bags, go to school. And my school was 1.5 hour train journey from my place. It was a very famous school, 185-year-old school today. It is the Madras Christian College Higher Secondary School in the heart of Chennai. So after that, I was, I can say I was a very normal kind of guy with scoring just a pass in my mathematics in class 8.
Okay.
But in class 9 and 10, I ended up scoring 10% in my maths and then good score in all other subjects also. Basically, I learned one thing from there is practice, practice, and practice makes a man perfect.
Correct.
So that's how, the transformation happened in 9th with my good teachers at that time. And after that, I wanted to do my higher high school, and then go to the college to have my degree graduation in mechanical engineering. But unfortunately, again, my family circumstances, I had to take a short route by completing a diploma in mechanical engineering to secure a job soon at the earliest to support my family. Wow. So that way I completed my diploma, and at the age of 19, I got selected in the campus interview in one of the big companies by Western Crompton, that time run by the great industrialist Vijay Mallya.
Okay.
So I started my career as a quality engineer, and then after 2 years, because my father was a government servant, he preferred government service. And the first job came across was an assistant driver in the Indian Railways. So I took up the job, although I was not too much in favor of that. And then I continued in that, and in the meantime, I had to pursue my higher studies, the graduation, part-time AMI, that is the mechanical engineering graduation. So a 4-year course I could complete in 6 years, because it was a very horrible life in the goods trains, stretching sometimes to 18 hours and 20 hours. working hours. So with all the struggles, after 7 years with that graduation, I then entered the premier hydropower organization of our Indian government, National Hydroelectric Power Corporation, as a site in India. And there started my real journey, I can say, the corporate journey.
Okay.
So I was a very successful engineer, and given the qualities of my father, whichever I have inherited, honesty, dedication, commitment, all these things, I was making a difference. So I never observed this, but the people around me observed this, and I was so thankful to them, and they recognized my services. And hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please carry on.
Okay. Yeah. So when I did my first project in NHPC, I was considered the better of the best engineer in the organization.
Wow.
So that is how my project head recognized my service. And there I felt that I have something special in me. And I also had a very good communication skill, good letter writing skills. And in the school days, I had already learned the typewriting, so that my speed also, typing speed was also so high. And this all helped me in preparing the official documents, letters, minutes of meetings, agreements, all these things in my long career.
Okay.
So after this in NHPC, I was about for 7 years again. And just for good times to spend more time with my family, I then switched over to Alstom. It is a French power giant.
Okay.
So, and I worked with them for around 10-12 years when they were taken over by General Electric, a US company. So famous company, General Electric, you must be knowing.
Yeah.
So I spent almost 12 years with them. So on this journey, I came to know that communication plays a very important role, because what happens is, as a middle management person somewhere, you do not get to meet the CEO very frequently.
Yeah.
So the CEO, when he meets you, hardly it happens 3 or 4 times in a year.
Correct.
So it hardly happens for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And
Correct.
that is the only interaction. The CEO has to gauge you, assess you, and recognize your skills and talents. And he develops an image of you within those 10 minutes interactions. So
Correct.
that is very vital. And if you miss that, then your career is gone.
Correct.
So what happens is, apart from these 10 minutes interactions, I thought the emails which we are going to address to customers, vendors, all other stakeholders, that speaks a lot.
Correct.
And some of the bad emails also reach the top person. Some of the good emails also reach the top person.
Correct.
And a lot of people do several mistakes in the emails. They address to people who are not required in the emails. They address to some people just like that, any number of people who will not add any value to the emails.
Correct.
And sometimes the emails, people use it as a way of expressing their emotions, their outbursts, venting out their frustrations. That should not be in a corporate.
Correct.
Whatever you want to express in an email, it has to be in a simple language, and you have to put the real substance in the email. And these emails are permanent records.
Correct.
You cannot call it back after some time. So whenever you put it in writing, you have to think yourself twice before writing anything. And these things should not bring any adversities to your career.
Correct.
Also, when you are going to make minutes of meetings, I've seen a lot of people writing just like stories. So which does not, add much value. And people who start reading the first paragraph, they get bored and they leave it. They don't go to the next paragraph. Maybe their action comes after that only.
Yeah.
So people, their attention to be invited. And it has to be short, and it has to be sensible. And minutes of meeting, normally I believe it has to be a win-win situation.
Correct.
It is not that we put our points and we deceive the opponent, whoever it may be. It's not like that. It has to be a
Correct.
win-win situation so that it ends up in a long-term relationship, which
Correct.
will benefit in different ways, like good, business partnership and a good price advantage. So all these things, building the reputation of both the organizations involved. So there are a lot of things in this corporate communications which will help you also climb the ladder in the organization and as a whole in the industry to get a reputation and to bring the culture to a higher level, I can say.
Correct.
So I can say corporate communication, people have to be very careful while writing. Whatever they have a personal animosity, yes, they can sort it out over phone. They can shout at anyone, but not put anything on the paper, on the return communications, because it is going to be read many times and it will
Correct.
affect the person.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
I
These are all
really,
my learnings.
yeah. First of all, I'm really impressed with your hard working during your childhood days. After listening to your stories, I remember the hard work of our president APJ Abdul Kalam Azad.
Yes,
I I
exactly.
I read his book like Wings of Fire. Like when I was doing intermediate, I read his book Wings of Fire, and because of his book, I did really good in my education, and I really developed. So when
Very
I
good.
am just correlating your story, I just remember the book of Wings of Fire because
Wonderful.
even
Wonderful.
APJ
He's a
Abdul
great
Kalam,
person. He's a
yeah,
great person.
even APJ Abdul Kalam has the same struggle what you have struggled, like do is distributing
Yes, yes.
papers.
He also distributed newspapers.
Yeah,
Yes, he
yeah,
started like that.
yeah. He's from Rameshwaram, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The
Thank
southern
you.
part of India.
Yeah, thank you so much. And you have shared a very important discussion here regarding the corporate email communications. Many people
Yes.
do mistakes in email communication. They don't know how important is the email communication. You know,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, you have
The way they sometimes misuse the BCC in the emails also,
correct,
blind copy.
correct,
They harm themselves more than,
correct,
arming themselves.
correct, correct.
So
Yeah,
it is not to be very frequently used. Once in a
yeah,
while, yes, you use it for a good intention that helps
yeah,
some,
yeah,
cause, but otherwise it harms more than.
yeah. Like it tarnishes the image of the employee. Like if he doesn't use the email communication well, it represents
Exactly.
that this employee is not highly professional employee, and
Exactly. And not a team person. Not a
yeah,
team person.
not a team person exactly, and it will affect his evaluation also. The end of the performance evaluation, when management wants to do
Exactly.
the performance evaluation, his email communication, the language he used in the email, it's really affect his
Yes, yes.
final performance review. Thank you
Exactly.
so much.
Because he is representing a company. Whatever
Correct,
he writes, it is on behalf of the company. So the
correct.
company's reputation is at stake.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is the brand image of the company. Yeah,
Exactly. And
yeah,
some people, while writing the emails, the morning hour itself, they'll start some mails, pinching mails. You have not paid the dues for so long. We will take action on you. The morning hour is not the best time to write such mails.
correct,
Nowadays, Google has a facility of scheduling your emails also. Okay,
correct.
you can draft the email, set a time at the evening just before going out from the office, 5 o'clock, if the office is going to close at 6 o'clock, so that at least, that doesn't spoil their day.
Correct.
Otherwise, the morning first email the other person reads and they think of this and spoil their mood. The whole
Yeah,
day, they will be
yeah,
cursing the person who has
yeah,
written.
yeah. Correct. And even they will go in a bad state or below average state, and their whole day will get
Exactly.
spoiled. I agree with you.
And it will spoil their surroundings also. It will
Correct,
impact their surroundings. And
correct,
the main purpose of your mail again is defeated. Your purpose is you need to get the money, you
correct,
need to get the outstanding dues. So
correct,
just to get the outstanding dues, what will help, that we should do, and we should give it in a right time of
correct.
what I have felt is, we at India, we will be opening the office at 9 o'clock and at the in the afternoon when we send a mail at 2 o'clock, it is going to be morning 9 o'clock somewhere in France or
Yeah,
in Turkey.
correct,
So it should not spoil their mood. So we need
correct.
to select a time we can schedule the
Yeah,
mail so that it's in a balanced way.
Correct. And
it
as you
fetches the
said,
results. That is
yeah,
more important.
as you said, if we consider this thing, then the situation will be win-win situation. No one will
Exactly.
lose.
That is
Sender
more
will win
important.
and receiver will win the situation.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are your views on relationship coaching for NRIs to take care of their parents? Because nowadays many people, they are migrating from their countries and they are staying alone, and parents are back their home country, and they are not really taking care. So, what are your views and what kind of tips will you give to such kind of children to really take care of their parents in their old age?
Sayed, really, I very much appreciate you for asking this question. I
Thank
can
you.
understand that it comes from bottom of your heart,
Yeah.
and seeing a lot of people living around, leaving their parents in their native place, and really, I can see that you have realized this for a long time.
Yeah.
And one person who has been wandering for last 22 years, myself, I also resonate with this. So leaving back old age parents in the native place and pursuing our career at different places, far off places in the own country or in other countries, overseas sites. What happens is, initially at the young age, we feel that yes, they are able to take care of themselves, nothing wrong. But over a period of time, they also are getting older, and at that time, they need your support, and you are in a fix whether to quit the job or to come back to take care of them. So people who are setting off on such journeys to fulfill their career aspirations, they should see that they are securing an atmosphere to take care of their parents better. What I mean by this is there are a lot of ways. Nowadays, there are professional agencies providing 24 hours nurse services, 24 hours cook services. So a caretaker can be at home, trustworthy caretaker, and their profile is screened, their due diligence check is done by a lot of agencies, and such people, they should be there. And once in a while, when the kids themselves, they're going to come for 15 days or 1 month vacation, certainly they are going to take care of them, whatever health checkups, periodical health checkups they need to get done, all these things. But still, yes, they will be missing your direct affection and, love and affection, all this. So what happens is you can engage with them on a daily morning and evening talk, whatever be your busy schedule. You need to devote time for them, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so that they feel as if living with you. So
Yeah.
they should not feel alienated.
Correct.
So, and whatever medicines they need to take, whatever routine they need to do, you have to just ask them and confirm. Although it is going to be a daily affair, you should not get bored. You should keep them engaged. And you should have a very good network of friends in your native place, whoever has been in your school along with you, and childhood friends. So friends, I believe, are the best assets who
Correct.
come handy, times of such need. Whenever they are having a sudden health problem, immediately you call the friends, mobilize them, take them to the nearest hospital. By the time you reach, they do it all for you. And
Correct.
the parents never feel different.
Correct.
Such dedicated friends I have been blessed with. And so that is how I am taking care of my parents. Of course, my father is no more, but my mother is 75-year-old. And this is how I have been taking care. And whenever I had to be with her for a long time, yes, my organization, so far, employers, whoever I have been working with, have never been obstructive. They always allowed me to be there. And this I consider all the blessings,
Yeah.
good deeds of my parents, which
Correct.
is getting me.
Correct. You're truly inspirational. I really felt happy after seeing the caring of your parents. Because nowadays most of the youth, they are in teenage or in 25s, 30s, and they don't realize the value of parents. Once they will
Yes.
realize, when they leave this world, then only they will realize. Even
more
I.
than that, more than that, what happens is, sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
No problem.
More than that, what happens is they do not realize what is going to come after 20 years.
Correct.
So they think the time is going to be like that only. No, after 20 years, they are going to be in a different situation where it will be a very, somersaulting situation. They'll
Correct.
not be able to take care of their own immediate family. The kids are there in the school at their places, and here the mother and father, they are at another place. So they will be caught in between. That is
Correct.
Sorry,
Correct.
you were about to tell something.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I
was,
interrupted.
whoever I meet, like my friends, my relatives, whoever I met, I will say these words to them always, like, love your parents, guys. Like, we are too
Exactly.
busy. We are too busy in growing ourselves. We are too busy in
Exactly.
growing up ourselves, but we often forget that our parents also growing old. We just,
Yes,
yeah.
that is the important
So
point.
we have to think
It
about
is
them.
like it is like they are in their second childhood,
Yeah.
and now after our children are grown up, they are able to take care of themselves. But
Correct.
now the turn comes for our parents. We need to take care like the children,
Correct.
because they slowly become their infirmities increase,
Correct.
and they are more dependent on us for physical movement also, and for
Yeah.
everything.
That's
So
true.
they start forgetting a lot of things, memory loss. So we need to support them at all costs as if they are our children.
Correct. Correct. So, what is the mantra of achieving goals in life?
Yeah, what I can say is determination is first. So whenever you decide something, as Lord Krishna used to say in Bhagavad Gita, when you decide to do something, you have already done it 50%. The remaining 50% with your determination, you need to move through and achieve it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the next thing is focus in life, whatever you take up. So you need to be fully focused in that. You cannot have that complacency. You cannot, have a dilly-dallying, that procrastination. You can do it tomorrow, because tomorrow is never, a reality. Whatever
Correct.
you need to do, you need to do it today. Because
Yeah.
tomorrow comes with a different assignments. You will not be able to accommodate yesterday's assignments there.
Yeah.
So today is the best day. Today is the day of salvation. You need to decide, you need to go about it, and you cannot keep work for tomorrow. That is
Correct.
the way, mantra I can say for success.
Correct. Even for achieving any goals, clarity is very important. Clarity and focus
Exactly.
is very important to achieve the goals. And
Exactly.
whatever you're telling, when I was reading the book, The Power of Now, there is a book, The
Okay.
Power of Now. The same concept was available in that book. So after you just shared the concept, what you have shared just now. So thank you, thank you so much for sharing about the mantra of achieving goals in life.
Lot of inspirations from such people.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is the it gets settled at the back of our mind when you go through such wonderful books,
yeah.
and it slowly our thoughts become actions, and the
Correct.
actions, they bring the outcomes.
Outcomes.
So as you told, keeping on reading and getting more knowledge, at one point of time, yes, it is going to be in our subconscious mind and influence our thoughts in a very positive way. That's a
Correct.
very right point you brought out. Yes,
Correct.
thanks for
Correct.
that.
You're welcome. So how do you define success? What success means to you?
Success, I can say, being successful is first being purposeful. You need to know what your purpose is. And then to work towards success, you need to put all your energy into that. What I mean to say is the ants, they keep on moving. You might have observed the ants keep on moving. It is not to say that in one day they are going to achieve everything, but the movement towards the success, it is a consistent effort. They keep on moving, and every step of that is a success. And it is very clear that it is moving towards its goal, its
Correct.
objective.
Correct.
Okay. And the honeybees, if you have seen, the honeybees, they have to go to lot of flowers, circling around a lot of flowers to get that one drop of, they collect so much nectar to make one drop of honey. So it does not come from just three or four flowers. And when the nearby area is not having much flowers and nectar, they increase the outreach, they increase the reach of their, what to say, the circle where they search. And
Correct.
that is how our people should also be able to reach out to more opportunities. They
Correct.
cannot confine to their vicinity. They cannot confine to one region. They
Yeah.
have to unleash their potential.
Correct.
They need to go out in search of opportunities.
Yeah.
So the next thing is whenever they are, vested with a responsibility, they should do with all the dedication that there will not be anything left in them, no stone unturned. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
That's true.
And the
Yeah.
success is never earned. It is never sought after. Okay,
Correct.
it comes when you work towards that. It comes,
Yeah.
and success comes from within.
Correct.
Environment may be the same for a group of people, but the performances are different. Why? If you're not successful, you need to blame yourself. The
Correct.
opportunities are there. You need
Yeah.
to encash on that.
Yeah.
And as I already told you, the determination is the fire to achieve something.
Correct.
Come what may, rain or sun, snow or desert, abuse or praise, focus and perseverance, they will attract success.
Correct. Correct.
And standing out of the crowd, thinking differently, or some good traits, for a successful person.
Correct.
Always associate with action. Action taker. Sorry, you had
No
something to say.
Yeah, whatever you are telling, I fully agree with you, and especially this your words should reach to youth, because what I see the youth nowadays, they are having graduate degrees, postgraduate degrees, and they have very low self-esteem. They have low self-confidence,
Yes.
and they will feel like whether I can do it or not, whether I will get a job or not, whether I have a successful life or not. So your concept your concept on success, I wish it should reach to youth to become successful in their lives.
Sure. They should first overcome their fear. To whom they are afraid of, about
Yeah.
whom they are afraid of. They are themselves. Today's society around you is not going to be there with you after 20 years.
Correct.
So you identify your skill, you identify your talent, align with the action takers, align with progressive actions, and eliminate the waste activities. Some people, they do not know what is value adding activity and what is a non value adding activity. That you should be able to identify and take out them.
Correct. Correct.
And what I mean to say is, doing what you want to do brings success. Doing
Correct.
what you have to do in a job, many people, including me, we are doing what we have to do in a job.
Correct.
So that is not real success. That is some progress. That gives some source of income to run your life, to give a comfortable life to your family. But
Correct.
success is doing your passion and doing what you want to do. Then it brings that real joy of accomplishment, which I can call really successful.
Correct. Correct.
And never be afraid of the failures. Failures are the basis.
Yeah.
Failures are the foundation. And challenges, they are the recipe for success.
Correct.
So never be afraid of challenges.
Correct.
Whatever challenges come, nothing is impossible. We'll be able to achieve everything. And age is never a criteria. Either too young or too old, never be afraid. Age is never a criteria. There are CEOs at the age of 30, and there are some technicians at the age of 70. They are experts in their field.
Correct.
Everyone, has their own expertise, and they move along, and they are successful at every point of their life. So we need to look at them and learn, and we should not shirk away from all these things, and we should not put ourselves hidden inside. We should come out with our talents.
Age are just numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Age is nothing to do with your performance, with your success.
Correct.
It is the age of your mind.
Yeah.
Your mind should always be young.
Yes. Yeah.
That gives the best output.
Yeah. We should feel like we are young from mind.
Yes. Always.
Yeah. So being a strong, courageous and visionary person, what particular message you want to give it to people on parenting the parent? How the people should really take care of their parents?
Yeah, it is like, some parents, they feel that they have to be left alone. They are comfortable. They don't mind being alone. Yes, you can also allow them to be alone in their native place. But some parents need your support. Identify them. take them with you as much as possible. If they are able to be with you comfortably at your own place of dwelling, wonderful, nothing great like that. So if again they are at their native place, keep a good circle of friends, develop and maintain a good circle network of relatives and friends at the native place, so that they are available at any of your phone call. Anytime you call them, they are able to come and attend to them. Keep your parents close to them so that they also do not have any difficulty in accessing them at the right time. And a group of doctors, a group of people, nurses, nearby location, you should always have in your fingertips. So
Yeah.
whenever to avail their services. So that is more important.
Yeah. And my last question is, I see many youth, like especially who become graduate or postgraduated, they are not doing really well in life. Like they don't know their life purpose, their life goal, and they are just spending life on their own will and wish. So what kind of message do you want to give to such kind of people, such kind of guys, highly qualified guys, to really excel their career and become successful in life?
Yeah, what I can say is like a Venn diagram, in the mathematics sets and subsets, you might have seen Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Circle A intersecting circle B.
Yeah.
So the intersection is a small area where your knowledge and my knowledge is common.
Correct.
But the knowledge of A is more, where B does not have any knowledge of that. But where the knowledge area of B is high, A does not have that knowledge. So these things, they should come together. Sharing of knowledge. Slowly the intersection area should be the whole circle. If that is going to happen without envy, without any disparities among us, people will become a library of knowledge. So that should happen. And I can say everyone's life has a noble purpose. Live it to the fullest. Share your knowledge so that we as a community move forward. Make your parents and teachers proud of you. Impact others' way, others' life also in a better way. It's not that we alone live, we alone enjoy, we alone exploit. No, we have to carry along the society, because the society has given a lot to us. It is time to pay back to them. So
Correct.
after having learned for 15 years, academic courses, college graduation, all these things, now you are coming to give it back to the society.
Correct.
So give all your knowledge, whatever you know. Never try to be perfect. No one is perfect in this world. With all your imperfections, go and start, but serving the society. And in that process, you will become perfect. And there is always a bad day in every season. So never lose heart. Your best version is yet to come. Believe in that. So my single mantra is keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. You will soon discover yourself.
Wow. Sharing the wonderful information. I hope your message will reach to the viewers, and it will really help them to change their mindset and take care of their old age parents, and really take care of their career. And I wish them to grow up in their life. Thank you so much for
coming on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And one thing what I wanted to say is, many people think that sending money to their parents is okay, but that will take care of everything.
Yeah.
It is not that.
Yeah.
So even your career should not be determined on the money it offers, what satisfaction it offers, what service, how many people you are able to serve. So
Correct.
all these things, the criteria, if you place at a higher level of this thing, then you will really move forward, and your services will be duly recognized, and you will move higher and higher in your society, and as a community, you will keep on growing.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Mr. Syed, for thank you so much, Mr. Syed. I was overwhelmed with all your questions. Wonderful, wonderful time spent today with you. And I wish that the audience looking at Mindshift Talks will be really benefited, and you are doing a great service to the humanity. I wish that you continue with a lot of such good sessions.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.